you try to make something out of something. These are jorts that I made the other day using my 2 jeans that didn't fit me anymore. They didn't turn out bad, but they didn't turn out good either. They were so big. So in this video, I am going to be changing these jorts, editing them out, and making them fit much more well. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So let me take you through the whole process of today. So first of all, as you can see, the front is scrunchy like that. I don't want it to be like that. So I'm going to be decreasing the increase that I made on the inner thighs. And then the increases on the sides, which is the lighter shade of the other jeans, we are going to be decreasing that to be a much smaller size. And then we're going to remove the increase that I made on the inside, since I wanted them to be big. I mean, it was jorts, so obviously they had to look big, but they turned out to be the worst. So without further ado, let me get into it. So first of all, I am going to cut through the line. I've decreased the increases by 1.5 inches. At first they were 13 inches. Decreasing them by 1.5 inches will make them to be 11.5 inches big. So we're going to be doing that. The length will stay the same. And then the next thing that I will do is to decrease or remove the increase on the inside. Do not ever do that. That is illegal. I don't know why I did that. But we're going to remove that increase on the inside and attach them back without any increase on the inner thighs, okay? And then next thing is to remove the label. We're going to put it back on later. And then we're going to open that part over there so that we can remove the elastic to adjust it. This is how everything looks like. Deconstructed, removed everything. This is how it looks like. So basically, I am going to be starting everything from scratch. The day after, I attached the increases on the back side of the jorts, and this is how it turned out. I'm going to give you a closer look so that you can see how they look like. And then the next thing, I'm going to be attaching the front side starting from the inner thighs. So I'm going to be attaching the front side to the jorts. Enjoy the sound of the machine. Attaching my jorts on the inner thighs. Now I'm going to go ahead and attach them to the increases on both sides. And this is how they look like attached together. And this is the side, the back, and the front. They now look really cool. And I'm now going to go ahead and attach back the waist so that we can add that finishing touch. I was not holding the right waist here. I had misplaced it at this moment, but we're going to put on the waist and the elastic back. You want to first start by ironing it out so that you can straighten out the part that was sewed already. You don't want to sew on something that has been sewed on already, so you want to straighten it out. And we're going to do again the same thing on the jorts. We're going to straighten that part out so that when you go in and sew, it's going to be nice and smooth. This is how they look like attached on the inside. And this is how they look like on the outside. So once you've sewed, you want to go and zigzag that part so that you can lock it. If you have an overlocker, you can overlock it. So now I'm going to decrease my elastic by 4 inches. I ended up decreasing it by 4 inches, not by 2 inches as it shows here. So the reason why I'm decreasing is because elastic tends to get bigger once it has been used. So we're going to decrease it so that it can have that effect. When you sew on your elastic, you want to pull it out like I'm doing here while you sew so that you can have that elastic crease effect on your pants or whatever you're putting elastic on. And once again, please enjoy the sound of the machine. So this is how it looks like after attaching everything. And overall, I would rate this at about an 8 out of 10. I feel like it could get better. But apart from that, I am happy with how they turned out. By the way, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Bye.